GolfGang is probably the best golf game for speedrun, and here is why. It just starts with an insane cut, skipping the whole rest of the map in just one amazing technical shot. And this is not only for this hole, all of them have been mapped for speedrun, using cuts, micro-optimizations, unique mechanics, and a ton of precision. This isn't just a golf game, it's basically a racing game disguised as mini-golf, and it's awesome. And it also has a bunch of insane tricks that we will see in this video, so let's go! So on the fourth hole we have another cut, this time using the balloons. This is another cool mechanic, making the ball jump on it and giving back a new shot. Normally between two shots we have to wait a little bit before being able to shoot again. And this is based on the power you gave at the previous hit, meaning that if you hit with too much strength, you will have to wait more and lose time. So we'll always try to get the perfect power. Everything in this game is speedrun ready, guys. But that's not all about the balloons. They have a hidden mechanic depending on the timing at which you hit the ball after popping it. By hitting at the exact popping time, the ball will take more height, and this allows some insane cuts, like on this hole. And yeah, it's not that easy. All the shots have to be accurate enough, as a little bit to the left or right doesn't give the same result at all. We passed it, nice! A good mechanic we will use almost every time is the loading hit. There are three ways of making a shot. Pressing F to pull a full power one, hitting C for a half power, or clicking and dragging the mouse down to load the exact power we want. This one is way slower as you need 3 steps, clicking, dragging and release, and a really good accuracy. But there is a little trick. If we load a shot and press F or C, we are now keeping a loaded shot, so we just have to release it when we want. At the end of the cooldown, of course. And this will basically be used all the speedrun to get the power we want and save time. Oh, I didn't tell you about this nightmare. The grass makes the ball lose all its speed really fast. But it's not as simple as this, because in return it makes the cooldown reduce faster, allowing us to shoot earlier. A subtle balance, as it will sometimes be positive and sometimes negative. By the way, only entering the grass makes you slower. If you're already in it, you don't lose any speed, meaning it's sometimes worth waiting to enter it instead of shooting. What is a golf game without rotating bars? They can be really annoying if you don't have the right timing. Exactly like this. Or we can also take advantage of them to get speed and right angle on the right timing. The world record of this single map is pinching the ball between the bar and the wall, sending it directly in the final hole in 5 seconds. But we are on a full game speedrun, meaning we need to play all of them. I cannot do this, sorry. There are 8 different walls, with special mechanics each, and really good looking actually. This winter map has ice, which, you can guess, makes the floor more slippery. It doesn't change that much the gameplay, it basically keeps the momentum of the ball for a more energetic gameplay. Or more chaotic if you fail. You can sometimes think the physics is a bit off, with weird bounces on edges, but it is made again for the racing effect. If you hit a border with a really close angle, the ball will not bounce and stick on it, keeping you a lot of speed even if there should be friction. It's exactly like NASCAR. Every part of the game is made to optimize speed. And if you play in multiplayer with your friends, which is really funny by the way, the rank is equally based on the number of hits and the time to finish, showing how speedrun is important. But here we can spam the hits, we don't care, guys. We can just apply the same mechanics as before to optimize the maximum we can. Grass to slow down and reset cooldown faster, flights to keep speed, big jump on balloons to reach a far part, and beautiful cuts, of course. The third world, the beach one, adds something awesome, the planes. This gives insane speed in any direction we want to go, even backward. But we have to be careful as it doesn't reset the hit cooldown. And you can guess it, this adds a lot of shortcuts. But like, a lot of shortcuts. Oh, by the way, during the routing of this speedrun, I got the world record for this map. But I forgot to record it, so I cannot shine on speedrun.com. Let me shine here, okay? Okay, I totally messed up here. And I'm also not trying the most optimal ways, because I cannot get all 144 world record in one run obviously. But you should definitely check some single hole speedrun, they have really crazy strategies. Oh my god, look how planes make everything go so smoothly. Wow, I love it. This world also adds the blue circles, which are basically planes, but much longer. And we'll always look down when flying to keep more speed, and not bounce too much. Oh, this was dumb. This is the last hole, with this amazing start, destroying the normal path. Okay, good, beach passed. Welcome to Science Station, home of the bumpers. They give back the shot when hitting them and making the ball jump a lot more than simple balloons. This is again perfect to reach some other powerful cuts, but there is even more crazy than that, guys. Because you can take a lot of 8 and control the direction as needed, we just have to take back the same bumper to reach the finish point, skipping the whole 5 in just a few seconds. And we can again do the same trick for the whole 11 after 3 tries, skipping half of the map also. Okay, let's use the few seconds given at the beginning to perform a really accurate shot. Okay, nice. I had a good bounce and got enough speed to pass the grass and go directly to the bumper without needing a second shot. These are the kinds of optimizations I live for. Okay, here we can just sneak behind the bumper to go the other direction. Perfect. We just have to finish. Oh, never mind. And let's execute all of these fast. These are really cool holes. And for the 16th, we'll hit the ball right between these 2 bumpers, so we get speed while resetting the cooldown on the second bumper, allowing this really cool trick. Wow, after this horrible time of 42 seconds on this hole, we finished half of the maps. The autumn world is also adding a new mechanic, wind. This wind is making the ball fly in the air, which can also allow different types of cuts, like this one where by going on the right before, we can hit to get a lot of speed in the balloon and reach the finish. Cool one. Not convinced? Check this. On hole 11 we are literally breaking the map by going through this wind, skipping every part of the map. Why follow the rules? I guess you understood at this point, but we don't have to be really accurate to put the ball in the hole. As long as we touch the flag, it is considered as good, allowing this kind of optimization by hitting the top of the flag. Another nice cut here, if I don't miss it. Here we go. This win is breaking every map. Or should I say this game is well mapped. It allows shortcuts everywhere. By the way, I put a timer to see how long it took in real life. But we will only consider the in-game timer, which is set at the end of each map. Yeah, we will need to do some math at the end to know the real full time. And according to speedrun.com, for this world it's a world record. Time to go to Haunted Hollow now. 3 new things appear in this world. The first one is that the balloons are moving, which shouldn't be a big deal. Of course. The second one is more interesting, the boosters, giving a lot of speed in a direction. And it also allows to stick the ball to the floor when we directly fall on it, instead of bouncing out of the map. Really powerful to shortcut also. And the last thing is just these swinging axes. So we need to be careful to always have a good timing. But they are not too dangerous, it's okay. I really love the end of this map, it's just so satisfying cutting everything. There is a little cool trick on hole 10, by voluntarily shooting the corner of the grass to get less speed. Otherwise we would go too far on the booster and hit the pumpkin. I'm happy I managed to do it. We are on hole 16, let's wait a bit at the start, something like half a second, to avoid hitting the rotating bar by just following it. Nice, we can just cut now, and it's now pretty much straightforward. Oh, that's a second world record! It took 5 minutes and 37 seconds. Sky Temple will be the 7th world, and this one adds the teleporters, which also give back a free hit and full speed. So by shooting right before and right after the balloon, we can skip this level. Takes a little time to teleport, so we can load a hit directly in it, which is really cool to not lose any time. I love the look of this world, it's so colorful. The level design allows us to cut on the right. Oops, I missed the teleporter, but it's okay, I didn't lose that much time. And the next one is one of my favorite holes. After the teleporter, we can hit the balloon to get a lot of speed and hit again to completely destroy the map. These tricks are not that easy, but with a bit of training it's completely feasible. And it's so satisfying, guys, you don't imagine. Okay, let's take a lot of 8, so we can bounce over the grass and hit a 80% one, so we can finish under. Perfect. No, this part is horrible, I couldn't bounce over it. What? I'm so lucky, what is this? I believe the rest is using pretty much the same strategies. Let's speed up a bit. And hole 18 completed, 1 world left. Okay, nobody ever did a speedrun of this one. We take it, guys. Alpine Resort map is kind of a mix of the other maps, combining ice and plains, with longer and overall harder holes. But not for us, right? Aha! We have another insane shortcut here by going directly to the ramp. Wow, we have so much speed. I love it. 10 was cool, but the best one is definitely the 13th. We're gonna aim exactly here and wait half a second to hit a full speed one. And now we aim the shadow on the ramp with half power, so I should be able to cut. What? Wait, how did I get stuck here? Oh my god, I'm so lucky. What was this hole? And by the way, there is a plot twist with the balloons. Hitting during the pop makes you jump higher, but hitting right after makes you lose a lot of height, which is mandatory here to not miss the hole. And nice of the mechanic with balloons. Okay, nice bobsleigh. And this is the last hole! We just have to stick to the wall to keep a good speed, and we'll try to take the maximum height that we can on the planes. We have to be patient, and... yes! Time! That is a world record for Alpine Resort wall. And for the full game, we have to do a bit of math, adding each time of every map. And boom! That's a world record also! Just kidding, nobody played it. It's a world record in any case. See you for more runs, guys.